Hello there. I didn't see you there. You know what I really miss? I really miss seeing your whole amazing face because your face shows how you're feeling. I'm pretty happy to see yours. Sometimes I'm mortified when I see the messes we make, but I'm always shocked at how amazingly well you clean up and make me so stinking happy. Hey, so I don't know what's happening here, but all of this to say I miss seeing the rest of your face because it shows me how you are feeling. Behind your mask, it's hard for me to know exactly how you're feeling. I can tell by your eyes, but I really miss seeing your smile. So I have an idea. Let's create a way for us to show our emotions even behind our mask, whether it be happy, silly, we lost a tooth, we're a little bit anxious, we're being kind of goofy. Regardless of how you're feeling, your feelings are important. And it's important to let people know how you're feeling. You can do that with words. My favorite way is to do that with my face. It's hard to do that when our face is covered. So let's make these. I'm going to begin with a piece of blank printer paper. I took the left side over, brought it to the right, and folded. I rotated my paper, and now I'm going to make the same fold. I'm bringing the left side over to the right. If I'm going too fast or you missed a step, just press the pause button or rewind. If you have a tongue depressor or a popsicle stick, lay that down on top, and then I'm going to put 2 polka dots, 1 in each corner. Now I'm making kind of like a great big curve, like a smile or an upside down rainbow. Making 2 smaller curves, 1 on either side. And then I think I'll make a little dip right here in the middle. That'll make it so when I put the mask up to my face, I'll be able to tuck it right underneath my nose. I'm keeping all of those papers together as I cut because then I'll have 4 papers for the price of 1. In art class, you might have a paper that already has the shapes on there for you. So now you can dive into drawing different kinds of mouths to show your emotion. I'm starting with a crescent shape, maybe a couple of curves on either side to show how my cheeks go up when I smile. You can follow along with me. It looks like a banana. Or you can draw your own faces. I'm going to add some vertical lines now. Those vertical lines will show my teeth. Ooh, a great big old smile. Sometimes I start laughing and I laugh so much I start crying. I'm going to begin with that crescent shape again. Maybe I'll use a little flying bird shape inside of my mouth for my tongue and perhaps some teeth. If you are at home or you're spaced far away from your friends, try taking your mask off and looking in a mirror to see how your mouth looks. If we're in art class, we're going to have to use our imaginations and keep our masks on. Now I'm going to start with 2 horizontal lines for a different emotion. I've made happy. I've made laughing. Sometimes I feel what's called anxious or maybe a little bit uncomfortable about the situation I'm in. That's a totally normal feeling. A lot of us have been feeling that, especially when we head back to school. I'm going to draw a horizontal line like that. Ooh, that really shows how I've been feeling. But you know what? When I saw your beautiful faces, I let out a great big laugh and a yell to greet you. So I'm going to draw that one right here. Now, let's try some other emotions. All of our emotions and feelings are very important, and it's good that we acknowledge or notice them to see how we're feeling. You guys, if you know me, you know one of my favorite emotions is being silly. So how could you portray or draw a silly face? Only by drawing the mouth. Sometimes I'm a little bit upset. I was really upset this summer that I couldn't see you, so I made this face a lot. Thankfully, I'm able to see some of you again, but those of you I still miss. And when I think of you, I make the sad face. So I'm drawing this face, drawing my teeth also, and then I've got a couple of more spots. Oftentimes, I'm confused about what's going on. I'm confused about a lot of things. So I'm going to make a wavy line to show my mouth, a couple of curves for cheeks, and another little line underneath for my bottom lip. Remember, you can draw along with me, but you don't have to. I know that you can think of all sorts of other emotions and ways to draw those emotions on this little, we'll call it a jelly bean shape. When all of these are finished, It's time to add color, baby, color. You can use whatever art supplies you have. If you are in my art class, we'll probably be using crayons or oil pastels. If you're using crayons, what you might want to do is test out the colors first. That little area around the mouths, we're going to be cutting that away, so it's going to be scrap and recycled paper. Why not use that to test out some of the colors of your crayons? If you press really hard with your crayon, you'll get a dark color. That's called a value. If you press lightly, you'll get a light value. Once you find a color that you feel like matches your skin tone, you can go ahead and color it in. You could color yourself some lips, adding different things like the inside of your mouth. You could even color away a tooth like I did. Oh, it's a good thing I tested out all of those crayons because I thought that I had black crayons and a lot of them were blue and purple. It's sometimes hard to tell. That's why it's always a good idea to test out your crayons so you won't have a surprise of a color that you weren't quite expecting. When you're all finished coloring, you're going to want to cut these out. Now, I colored really quickly. That's only because I sped up my video. I actually colored very slowly and carefully. I wanted to have what's called good craftsmanship, or making sure to do my very best. So make sure when you do color and when you cut, you do so slowly and carefully. All right, I'm adding a little bit of glue to the top of my popsicle stick and very slowly and gently tapping the face in place. Don't massage it because you might smear your oil pastels or crayons. Now I'm going to put glue around the edges. Notice that when I put glue around the edges, I don't put any glue in the middle, just around the edges and a little bit up the stick. I'm going to take another one, press it gently on top, and let my fingers do a little bit of a tap dance so that the glue has enough grab time. I'm going to do that to the rest of these so I have so many different silly faces and emotions to share. Remember, all of your feelings and your emotions are important, and it's important to let people know how you're feeling. It's hard to do it behind a mask. This is a fun way to do it. The best way to do it is with your words. See you soon.